Hola, teacher Jessie here, and in this video I will show you what are the differences between the preterite and the imperfect tense in Spanish. Keep in mind that we use the imperfect tense to express actions in the past that didn't have a definite beginning or a definite end. The preterite tells us specifically when an action took place. On the other hand, the imperfect tense tells us in general when an action took place. So let's begin. Okay, preterite versus imperfect. We use the preterite to express completed actions that have a definite beginning and a definite end. Take a look at this example. Yo fui a Colombia el año pasado. I went to Colombia last year. Please pay attention to keywords. Last year, año pasado, it's a keyword that shows you the use of preterite in this sentence. Why I use preterite? Because I indicate a time frame and a specific time, and therefore signal use of preterite. When did I go to Colombia? Last year. I have a definite beginning and a definite end. Number 2. Yo comí a las 3. I ate at 3. Again, I use preterite because I have a definite beginning and a definite end. When did I eat? At 3. I have a specific train and I know specifically when the action took place and what time. Now, let's take a look at the imperfect tense. We use the imperfect to express habitual or repeated action with non-specific time frame. The imperfect tense is used to refer to actions in the past that occur repeatedly. The imperfect tense is also used to refer to actions in the past that occur over an extended period of time. Okay? For example, yo iba a Colombia cuando era niña. Think of imperfect when you want to express something like, I used to go to Colombia when I was a child. Actions in the past that occur over an extended period of time. Or habitual actions. I used to do something. I used to use imperfect. Take a look at the example below. Cuando éramos jóvenes, that's a mistake, comíamos mucho. When we were young, we used to eat a lot. You see, habitual action. That's why we use imperfect. Number 2, el niño veía muchas películas. The boy used to watch a lot of movies. Again, used to. Habitual or repeated actions. Number 3, íbamos a la playa cada verano. We used to go to the beach every summer. Again, habitual actions. Actions over an extended period of time. Or actions that occur repeatedly. What do you used to do when you were young? What do you used to do when you were a child? What do you used to eat? Everything that you used to do. Think about imperfect tense. Okay? It will make it easier for you, and also pay attention to keywords. I already told you, last year, año pasado, is a keyword that shows you the use of the preterite tense, not imperfect. The following are considered preterite indicators because each will require the verb that follows to be in the preterite tense. This list includes words or keywords that automatically require the past tense, and you can be certain the preterite is usually the correct past tense to use if the verb is used in front or following one of these expressions. Ayer, anteayer, anoche, desde el primer momento, durante, el otro, en ese momento. All these phrases indicate the use of the preterite. This will make it easier, so pay attention to keywords. We use the preterite when we want to talk about an event that occurred interrupting another action. Take a look at this example. Yo miraba la televisión cuando la policía llegó. I was watching the TV when the police arrived. I use the preterite here. La policía llegó. The police arrived. Why? Because this action interrupted the other action going on. Take a look at the example below. Daba un paseo, I was walking, cuando empezó a llover, when it started raining. Daba un paseo, I was walking, is the continual action. Cuando empezó a llover is the action that interrupts it. Okay? We use the imperfect tense when you make a description or give a background information. For example, María era de Colombia, vivía en una ciudad. María was from Colombia. She lived in a city. Imperfect tense, always. Or if you're making a description, yo miraba la televisión. Yo jugaba en el equipo de béisbol. I played for the baseball team. I was watching the TV. Every time you're making descriptions of any event or giving background information about a situation or a person, you need to use the imperfect tense. Why? Because I am describing how things were or what was happening when there was an interruption. Okay? These are keywords that will help you to know when to use the imperfect tense. These phrases indicate use of the imperfect. Every time you see these phrases or keywords in a sentence, you must know that you have to use the imperfect tense. A menudo, a veces, cada día, nunca, rara vez, siempre, casi siempre, en aquella época, frecuentemente, generalmente, muchas veces, mucho, de vez en cuando, con frecuencia. Okay, let's make a review. The imperfect tense. We use it for ongoing past actions with no definite beginning or end. Yo vivía en Argentina en aquella época. I lived in Argentina at that time. No definite beginning or end. I have no time frame. So that's what I use imperfect. Now take a look at the next sentence. It's totally different. Yo viví en Argentina por un año. I lived in Argentina for 1 year. In this case, we use the preterite tense. Why? Because I have a time frame. 1 year. The last sentence, that time, aquella época, does not give me any time frame. But the next sentence, sentence number 2, I have a time frame, 1 year. So that's what I use the preterite. Okay. Review. The preterite emphasizes that the action is complete. The action is already completed. I apologize for the first sentence. Instead of yo andé por la calle, it is yo anduve por la calle. Thank you. Yo anduve por la calle. I walked down the street. I am emphasizing that the action is complete. Yo anduve por la calle. That's it. The action is complete. I already ended it. However, the imperfect tense express actions taking place in the past that used to take place with regularly telling a story. Yo andaba por la calle. I was walking down the street. Then what happened? When the story continues, you know that you have to use the imperfect tense because the action is not completed. I'm describing a story. I'm telling a story. So that's what I use imperfect. Yo andaba por la calle, miré, I was walking down the street and looked, and then the story continues. It's time for a quiz. Preterite or imperfect? Please pay attention to keywords. They're already underlined, okay? Number 1. Cuando María, sorry, this part is missing, era or fue joven, trabajaba en el aeropuerto. When Maria was young, worked at the airport. Should I use era or fue? Imperfect or preterite? I use imperfect tense. Cuando María era joven, trabajaba en el aeropuerto. Why should I use imperfect tense? Because I'm giving background information about Maria. That's what I use imperfect tense. I'm describing her life and giving background information about her life. Number 2. Después de un largo viaje, Roberto llegó al hotel. Should I use imperfect or preterite? I use the preterite tense. Después de un largo viaje, Roberto llegó al hotel. Why? Because I'm expressing or I'm showing that the action is already completed. I have a definite beginning and a definite end. I know that he started a journey or a trip and he finished the action arriving at the hotel. Después de un largo viaje, Roberto llegó al hotel. Finish, completed action. I use preterite. Number 3. Él habló por teléfono ayer por la tarde. Preterite or imperfect? Pay attention to the keyword. Ayer por la tarde. I use the preterite. Él habló, preterite, por teléfono ayer por la tarde. I have a specific time frame. Ayer por la tarde. Completed action. That's it. Number 4. Nosotros hicimos un viaje a París el año pasado. We made a trip to Paris last year. Last year. Keyword, preterite or imperfect? Preterite. Nosotros hicimos un viaje a París el año pasado. It's a completed action. I have a definite beginning and a definite end. And I have a specific time frame. Last year. I know specifically when the action took place. Number 5. Ella siempre, keyword, me llamaba or llamó a la misma hora. Do I have a specific time frame here in this sentence? Does this sentence show that it's a completed action or is an action still going on? Ella siempre me llamaba, imperfect tense, a la misma hora. Why? I have no specific time frame. Siempre is a habitual or repeated action. Actually, it's the point number 1 that we already reviewed in this presentation. Ella siempre me llamaba a la misma hora. Repeated action in the past or habitual actions. Number 6. Nosotros compramos un carro el mes pasado. We bought a car last month. Preterite or imperfect? Do I have a specific time frame? Do I know specifically when the action took place? Yes, last month, el mes pasado. What should I use? Nosotros compramos, preterite tense, un carro el mes pasado. Why? because I know when the action specifically took place. It is a completed action. Okay, this is all for now. I hope this information can be useful for you, and if you have more questions about the preterite or imperfect, believe me, there is a lot more of information about this subject in Spanish. But I hope this can be useful for you, and if you have any questions about the preterite or imperfect, please feel free to comment down below, and you can contact me at that email that I'm going to provide. Thank you.